Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through all of the premium squads that are on sale as a result of the Enlisted birthday event. So like every premium squad in the game is like 30 or 50% off with the exception of like the newest ones. So we're going to be going through all of those just campaign by campaign. I'll have chapters in the video so you can just jump to the campaign you want to see. And I'll just be talking about each one whether I think it's worth it or not. I'm not going to give it like a number rating or anything. I'll just generally say whether I think it's worth the cost or not, and whether it's if it's worth the pickup, right? So we're gonna start here with Moscow Allies, starting with the BM824. This is like the Katyusha. I actually don't have this vehicle on my main account. I just didn't really think it was worth picking up. Moscow Allies have so many options um, for vehicles and for tanks that it just doesn't feel like you really need it. I mean, it does fire the M8 rockets, the 82 millimeters, so you could probably do a pretty good job against like enemy tanks, like the lighter versions and stuff. But once you start running into like the bigger Panzer IVs and Panzer IIIs, I mean, you're just gonna get insta killed because you're in a T60. And I mean, you're supposed to shoot infantry with them, right? That's kind of the idea. But I don't know. 35 bucks. It's a really cool vehicle. It's a lot of fun. But honestly, it's not really like, I don't know. To me, it's not as cool as a Katyusha. So personally, I wouldn't pick this up. It's probably not worth it. There's definitely better value that you can get, especially in this campaign. So that one's a no for me. This is a plane for $50, so that's stupid. M3 medium. This tank is actually really solid. This tank is brutal in this campaign. It has a good 75 millimeter on it. It's got the 37 millimeter that just doesn't really do a whole lot, but it can actually fight the smaller tanks in this campaign. Um, it's actually got like it's kind of like a cool Lee because it's got some little decals and stuff on. I feel like you can make this tank look really cool with some extra decals thrown on top of it. But it is heavily armored. I mean, this thing is hard to kill. I've had to fight these things as the Germans, and for 25 bucks, that's a solid deal, guys. I really think that's a solid deal. So that gets my vote of approval. Then we got the SKT-40 squad. This is a sniper squad. It's got a self-loading sniper rifle. It's like an SKS AVT SVT type deal, I guess. Pre-war prototype self-loading sniper carbine. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't have very high hit power, and to be honest with you guys, I don't really like semi-automatic snipers in Enlisted since the bolt action buff. I think that if you're going to be using a sniper, a bolt action is just the way to go. I mean, the semi-autos kind of give you that like medium range firepower, and it's only a 3.5 scope. So I don't know. You could do some like medium range, kind of like scout sniping type deal, but I'm not a huge fan of that. They come with some decent perks, right? Better health restored, reload speed, stuff like that. And 30 bucks is definitely on the pricier end. It's not something that I'm a huge fan of, so I would personally pass on this squad. I've already talked about the Lewis gun in another squad. You should pick up the Lewis gun squad in the bundle. Very good. Valentine squad. So the thing with the Valentine is it's more expensive. It's $5 more than the M3 medium, and it's really just a worse tank, right? It's just worse. It has worse armor, right? Because it's not sloped. It's all just flat armor at 60 versus the Lee here, you'll see, is at 51, but it's sloped, right? So that's going to give it more overall, more or less, right? They have similar-ish armor, but it's got such a worse gun. It's only got a 2-pounder on it, which is really just weak. It's like the 37 millimeter. It can fight enemy tanks for sure, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, why bother using this thing when you can just get the Lee for $5 less, right? So I don't like the Valentine. I don't think it's a good one. I do have it. It is slow as hell. It's just not that good. I think that you guys should pick up the medium if you're looking for a tank to pick up this campaign. Then we got the AKT squad. Solid. It is very, very hard to use. It's basically a worse AVT. It's got crazy recoil, even with recoil reduction. It's very hard to control. But it is a 9-man fully automatic rifle squad for 28 bucks. Solid deal. It's on the pricier end for a single squad, but I think it's a decent squad to pick up. I think it's a solid deal. It's definitely not the worst squad. Then we got the Arasaka Type 38 Carbine Squad, 18 bucks for premiums, a pretty decent deal in my book. This squad's pretty fun. It's an engineer squad. The rifle itself is pretty solid, 20 damage on the lower end, but at the end of the day, bolt actions are still pretty good in this campaign. I like this squad. I mean, it's an engineer squad, 4-man engineer squad. If you're looking for a good engineer squad that can build those machine gun nests and things like that, definitely a strong pickup. And engineers can be really powerful in Moscow with those open areas. This is a plane. Don't pick it up. PPT 27, $7, guys. $7 for a squad, and this squad sucks. This squad is not very good. The PPT is not a very good gun. I don't think it's good. Like, you have the PPD, you have the PPSH. Why would you use the PPT? But at the end of the day, it's $7, guys. So I gotta say, $7 for a premium squad, I'd pick that up. That's a good deal. $7, you get a good thing. You get. I mean, it's not like a great squad, but it's still a premium squad. They're still decked out. You can give them vitality. You can give them recoil reduction. You know, they can do some damage, and they get you that little bonus XP. And for $7, guys, that's good. That's a good deal in my book. So there you go. BA11 squad, great squad pickup. It's got a good gun on it. It's fun to use. It's this little scout car. I use this thing. I like this thing. It's a goofy little pickup. And for $10, I'm down. Right, I'm down. $10, good thing. And then we got the bundle I talked about in my last video. Good pickup on the bundle here. Moving on to the Axis. All right, moving on to the Axis here, guys. We have the sniper Gewehr 41. Again, semi-automatic snipers, not a huge fan of them. Gewehr 41 is no different. I just don't think they're very good. The squad itself, although, man, they got that drip. They got that drip, guys. I mean, goddamn. But it's not that good of a squad. The gun's not that good. It's got, you know, it's got a 1.5 scope, so it's definitely like a close range brawler kind of gun. It's kind of cool. I would say that this is cooler than the other squad, like the Russian equivalent, but it's still like meh. Stug 3, it's not on sale. It's really expensive, $50. Don't pick that up. $50 way too much. MG13, pick that up. Talked about that in my last video. Part of that bundle with the Lewis gun, one of the best squads in the game. BF 109, it's a plane. You don't need planes. Just use the in-game planes. Gewehr 41M, you get a 9-man squad. This is not as good as the other squad. Well, actually, is this? I might have said this wrong. Is this fully automatic? Is this? Oh, yeah, it is fully automatic. Okay, so what is this one? Okay, so they just don't have a fully automatic one? Okay. Man, that kind of sucks. It is all right. Well, it's not fully automatic, but $23, a little bit on the, it's a little pricey. The problem with these guys is they have -2 vitality, so you cannot get bonus vitality on these guys. But hey, it's a 9-man squad with semi-automatic rifles in a campaign where you don't unlock semi-autos for quite a while. So honestly, guys, $23 for this squad, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Panzer IV-E, very good squad. This is arguably one of the best squads, one of the best vehicle squads, highest value vehicle squads in the entire game, because this thing does have heat rounds. Okay, this Panzer IV has heat rounds. Panzer IV-E is already one of the best squads in the game, and this one comes with heat rounds that can pin T50s. I don't know if it can pin the T34, but it can definitely pin the T50 and do very well. So for $30, yeah, pricier side of things, but a very powerful squad that can help you deal with those T50s and things running around. M28 squad, 9-man squad, or 4-man engineer squad, 4-man engineer squad. M28 rifle, does good damage. Decent squad, good perks. Engineers, same as the Arasaka squad, $18, solid pickup. Beretta M1918. Oh, this plane sucks. It's a plane, don't pick it up. Battle Moscow, Beretta M1918. I like the Beretta M1918. It's a solid gun. Germans do lack that kind of high fire rate, good, close quarters gun. So the Beretta M1918 kind of fills that gap. And for $7, guys, it's a great pickup. I think this is even better than the PPT squad, and it's $7. Definitely a squad to pick up. If I were to spend money on this game, guys, I would pick this up, right? If I were going to do it, I'd pick it up. Same thing with the Panzer 38T. It gets outclassed pretty quick, but it's a it's a $10 squad. You get the bonus XP, pretty solid. It's got a decent gun. It does some damage. It's not the worst thing. It's pretty decently armored. It'll maybe, it's better than the Panzer 3s up until the Panzer 3s get the higher armor variants. So I like it. It's a decent squad. I use it for a while. And then the MG30, definitely solid. All right, moving on to Normandy. Normandy, Calliopes are cool. Tempest is a plane. Colt Monitor is cool. Churchill 3 is the first one here that's actually on sale. Churchill 3 squad, we've got the The Churchill's really not that good, guys. I gotta say, I don't like the Churchill. I don't think you should pick it up. It's on the pricier side of 30 bucks, or 20 bucks, I guess, 28. It's heavily armored, but I mean that armor is not going to stop a tiger. That armor is not going to stop a panther. And its gun can't fight a panther. Its gun can't fight a tiger, right? Like, and it's so big and slow. It's such a huge target for explosive packs. It's such a huge target for Panzerfaust. It just doesn't do it. It just gets killed. I don't like it. I don't think it's worth picking up. M50 Rising Squad. You don't need this. I mean, 25 bucks. I mean, -3 vitality. You can't get vitality on them, guys. It's not a bad gun. It's fine, but I mean, use the grease gun, right? You know, it's not that good. 25 bucks on the pricier side. There's better things to pick up in this campaign. Browning M1918 is a normal Browning. Jumbo, $30 for a Jumbo. You do unlock the Jumbo fairly early in the campaign at rank 20, which isn't that early. The thing about this Jumbo that's really powerful is this Jumbo comes with APCR, which means that it can fight Panthers. It can pin the turret of a Panther. And while it has very poor post-pin damage, you can technically fight off enemy Panthers and I think Tigers as well. So kind of neat in that regard. $30. I'll tell you that if you do pick this up, you will get hunted. People hate this thing, so keep that in mind. Chaffee, M24 Chaffee. Chaffee is pretty bad overall. It's got the 75 millimeter, but it's so lightly armored, it gets absolutely nuked by everything in the game. But it's speedy. It's got a good gun on it. It's got the M6 75 millimeter. So, you know, you can do some flanking shenanigans on some of the more open maps like La Perelle Village. You know, you might be able to do some shenanigans with this thing, right? You might be able to do some damage. So it's not the worst pickup for 20 bucks. It's okay, right? It's okay. I would say it's worth it for 20 bucks. Johnson M1941 squad for 18 bucks. Definitely a good pickup. Engineer squad. The Johnson's solid. I like it. Good squad. Engineering, gaming, you know, 4 vitality. You could pick up vitality on these guys. I like it. I think it's a good squad. 18 bucks. That's a good deal. Pick it up. Don't pick this up. It's a plane. And then the M3 field mod squad. I mean, this is just a grease gun, but for 5 bucks, guys, you get a premium squad decked out. You get some guns, you know, 5 bucks. Not a bad deal. You know, 5 bucks. That's all it is. I like it. I'd say I'd recommend this for the fact that it's just so cheap. All right, Axis. Blah, 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 blah. Danuvia is kind of cool. Stug. I like the Stug 3. I do. I don't know why. It doesn't really seem like it would be that good, but 80 millimeters of armor, man. I have tanked some shots in this bad boy. All right. I normally don't like tank destroyers in this game, but man, oh man, I do some damage with this Stug. Every time I've taken it out, I've done well with it. I really have. I always feel like I do good with this thing. And it exceeds my expectations every time. So I like it. I like the Stug. It's a lot of fun and it's very iconic. And I know a lot of you guys value that. So 30 bucks on the higher end. It's pricey, but it's a good squad. It really is. They have -9 vitality. That's hilarious. And they also come with some really good perks, guys. Very, very strong perks on these guys. So Irma EMP. I like this squad. 24 bucks. It's a lot better than the American equivalent. They do have -3 vitality, which hurts, but the Irma's a solid gun. It's got, you know, good rate of fire, good recoil, good sights, all that good stuff there. It's kind of similar to just like an MP40, right? But you get a decked out squad. So, you know, it's like a meh, right? It's like a meh for 25 bucks. It's a meh, you know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd rather probably just use an MP40, but honestly, it's not that bad. And if you like the Irma, it's kind of a cool gun. Then, you know, I don't think you'd be upset picking it up. The Browning WZ 1928 is a very powerful squad for 35 bucks. That is pricey, but goddamn, that's a good squad, guys. The Browning, that's the Polish BAR. It is very good. It's one of the better guns in the game. Very strong. Gewehr 41 squad. What was this equivalent? Oh, the Johnson, right. It's a G41. The G41 is really bad. It takes forever to reload. You can see 4.8 second reload time is rough, to say the least. But hey, it's an engineer squad. You can do some damage. If you're looking for like machine gun nests and you're a big engineer player, you like doing that, this is a good squad to pick up. 20 bucks, you know, you get a decent gun. You can do some engineer shenanigans, build a lot of MG nests, build AA guns, AT guns, all that good stuff. for defending, and Normandy Axis defends a lot, so it's not a bad pickup. It's solid. It's a little bit worse than the Johnson, but it's all right. And then the MP18, even better than the grease gun. It's kind of a goofy, weird gun. It blocks a lot of your view, but I don't know. It's fun. It's goofy. I actually bring this gun out every once in a while. It's kind of a fun gun to use. It's pretty bad, but hey, it's $5, guys. $5. It's 2 vitality. You can get vitality on this guy. It's cheap to level up. It gives you a good early game assaulter squad. So pretty okay. All right, moving on to Berlin. Alrighty, DP belt fed squad is not this thing. That's not on sale. AS-44 is solid. I don't know the price of this thing. I'm actually curious. What is the price of this thing? $60. Don't pick that up. That is insane. All right. PP Dolganov squad. I actually haven't used this thing. 71 magazine. It's a PPSH. All right. It's a PP. It's a slow firing Actually, oh my God, it fires so slow. Yeah, okay. I don't know about this one, guys. 550. Jesus, that is not very good. $22 though. Meh. -3 vitality. Yeah. It's a meh. It's a maybe. It's kind of a goofy looking gun, but you get the drum mag PPSH in this campaign. You get the drum mag PPD. The PPS is solid. The PPSH 41, the box mag is solid. I don't see a reason to really get this unless you really want that drum mag. But 550 fire rate, that's not good. So not a fan. All right, moving on. T-34. This is a T-34 with like supposedly it's got the bed frames, right? This is the wire mesh stuff. It's supposed to be good against like heat shells and stuff, but it doesn't actually do anything from what I understand. It's really just a T-34-85, guys. That's it. For $26, you're getting a vehicle that is essentially the starting vehicle in its campaign. Maybe the wire mesh does something, and if it does, let me know in the comments down below. But as far as I'm aware, it doesn't really do a whole lot. SKS-31 squad's not very good. So there you go. Mosin M44 squad. You get a 9-man squad. Pretty good. The rifle's solid. It's got a bayonet on it. It's a 9-man squad, guys, for $7. It's pretty good, right? Like 9-man squad for $7. Premium. Gets a good gun. It's not doing you any like huge big brain, dumpstering the enemy team, but it'll get the job done, right? I've used this squad fairly effectively in the past. If you land those shots, it's a good one. If you're gaming on a budget, it's a good pickup. And then finally, we've got the M4A2, the IMCHA, dude. Guys, $15 for the mighty IMCHA, okay? The M4A2 76 Sherman, guys. This thing is absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorite premium tanks in the entire game, and it is cheap right now, $15. You get a 76 millimeter cannon. This thing reloads faster than the 85. It doesn't do as much damage, but it can fight off anything that the Germans have as of right now. It is great. It is absolutely amazing. Its gun is solid. It's got the 50 cal on top for that extra damage. It's got the 30 cal that has a higher magazine capacity, and it has better overheating times than its counterpart, the T-34-85. This is a side grade to the T-34-85, and in my opinion, in a lot of ways, a straight upgrade. I love this tank. It is absolutely amazing. Highly recommend this thing, guys. $15. Great. I have farmed so much XP using this tank. Okay. I've gotten so many, Panzer IV kills, Panther kills, Tiger kills, all that stuff with this tank. It is, I cannot say more how much I love this tank. Okay. I cannot understate it. It's amazing. Highly recommend. Highly recommend the M4A2. Moving on to Axis. MG45, we're not doing that. STG45 is too expensive. The Gerat 03 squad. What was the counterpart to this? Was it this, I guess? Or no, it's the SKS, I guess? I don't know, it's weird. It's on sale. I've heard this squad is actually pretty solid. It is a semi-auto. It's got a big magazine, right? 15-round magazine on a semi-auto. And only a 3-second reload time. I like that. That's really good. I haven't personally used this thing. It's got really high recoil. Do they come with recoil reduction? They do. So they have reduced recoil. So it's probably pretty manageable. And a 9-man squad. 9-man squad with 15-round semi-autos. That's solid. Wow, I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's good. This is a good squad. -2 vitality hurts, but at the end of the day, guys, reload speed, 12 weapon handling. What the? Okay, yeah, I like this squad. Now that I look at it more, I've never really looked at this squad. I might actually buy this squad. This squad's solid. I like that a lot. Yeah, pick that squad up. That's solid. 22 bucks, cool. Panzerjäger. I don't know why you use this. I mean, if you really like these kind of goofy squads, you can pick this thing up. But why would you use this instead of a Panther? Right? I don't know. It just doesn't seem necessary to me. I'd rather just use a Panther, guys. So I don't know. I guess if you don't have the Panther, but like you get it at level like 12, so just use the Panther. KBSP, 35 bucks. There's better things to pick up, but it's an okay squad. Panzer IV-J, you don't want this, guys. You never want this. You do not want this squad. This is the starting squad in this campaign. It gets outclassed in every way by the Panther. It gets nuked by T-34s. Do not pick it up. It's not a good vehicle for 25 bucks. No. It says Underwing MK108. I think I have this, and it's not good. Oh, yeah, I have this thing. It's really bad. Don't pick this up. The Underwing MK108s are a lie, guys, okay? They don't do well. All right. Labelle Squad. These are the famous Sturm, or Volkssturm. Yeah, Volkssturm. They have the drip, guys. Look at that. Look, these are the absolute chads of this campaign. They get slaughtered. Have fun reloading your Labelle. This thing, it takes actually 30 years to reload. You reload them one at a time. This gun isn't even good. It sucks. But guys, it's the Volkssturm. Look at that. You should buy these guys. You should buy this squad for $7 on the mere fact of the uniform. The uniform alone makes this squad worth it. Okay, very good. Highly recommend it. Panther A squad, that's a hard pass for me, guys. I mean, it's just a worse normal Panther, right? I think it has better engine power than the normal Panther, but it's just a Panther, right? I guess you can run double Panther with this thing, which is kind of solid in its own way. And for 18 bucks, it's kind of a nice little pickup. Maybe if you're just starting the campaign, you might pick this up, right? Maybe if you're like, oh, maybe I should play Berlin Axis, then maybe pick it up. It's not bad in that regard, but it's no IMCHA, okay? It's no IMCHA. It's a straight Panther. So there you go. All right, moving on to the next campaign. Tunisia. What do we got? Skip. Really good, but too expensive. Panzer III Ost-In. This is pretty good to pick up early. You don't get very many Panzers until later on in the campaign. You're stuck with a lot of the shitty Italian tanks. So getting a short-barreled 75mm Panzer III-N with some solid armor is a good pickup. Does some serious long-range damage, some infantry support. So I like this squad. Good perks, good setup. 25 bucks. That's a recommend from Quadro. Beretta M31, 20 bucks for a semi-auto rifle. 11.3 damage is definitely on the low side. 6-round magazine. It's all right. It's not the best thing you've ever seen, but hey, it's got 35% vitality and it's got 75% medkit use speed. So great perks here. Comes with vitality, comes with an engineer, radio operators. They got these ridiculous looking things here, right? You can call in some smoke barrages and things like that. So, all right, I'll take it. 20 bucks. It's an all right squad. It really is. There you go. The Tobruk squad, solid pickup, guys. You get this little knife. That's kind of cool. This gun's solid, 35% vitality, faster bolt speed. I like it. 20 damage is on the low side, but you get a 9-man squad. They do some damage, 12 bucks. Good pickups. I like it. Why do we start on Axis, not Allies? That's weird. Anyway, FNAB squad. These guys got the feathers in their hats. 11 bucks. FNAB solid gun. I used to hate this gun. Now I don't. I think it's good. I've seen some people do some serious damage with this squad. The Spaghetti Squad, as it is called in my community Discord that you guys should all join. 1 vitality. You can pick up vitality on these guys. FNAB solid. It's good. It's a good squad. 10 bucks. Highly recommend. Pick it up, guys. And then you got the M13. This is basically just the starting squad. But it's a starting tank, but it's $6. It's kind of cool. It's got a cool camouflage on it. $6 for a premium. You get the double XP. Cool. It's better than the starting scout car that you get. So, but it is, keep in mind, it is basically the early, it's this thing, right? It's the M1441 effectively. It's an M13, but, All right, moving on. This side. The Matilda. This thing is disgusting. This thing is invincible. I've seen Enlightened Enlisted absolutely just like terrorize games with this thing. It is basically this is the KV1 of this campaign, guys. Okay, and for 25 bucks, this is going to be horrifying to see in the campaign. I think we're going to see a lot of these coming up, and it is, I mean, it's the queen of the desert, guys. It looks sweet. It's got a good gun for this campaign. It'll nuke stuff. Obviously, its anti-infantry capabilities aren't that good with the 2-pounder, but goddamn, it's basically invincible. There is not anything the Germans have tank-wise that can fight this thing. They just don't have it until the Panzer IV F2 all the way at the end of the campaign, right? It's not until they get this can they fight that thing. I don't think anything else can. Is this long barrel? No, it's not even long barrel. So no, nothing fights this thing. It kills everything. It is ridiculous. Turner SMLE squad. I like this gun a lot. Very strong semi-automatic rifle, 14 damage. Very high end for a semi-auto, actually. 14 damage on that. 10 round magazine, solid. It actually impressed me a lot. I used to not use this thing and I thought it was bad, and then I used it more and more and more, and I realized that I actually think it's really good. Comes with vitality, reload speed, medkit use speed. Solid squad. 20 bucks. Engineer, radio operators. Very good squad. If you're looking for an early game squad to pick up for Tunisia Allies, highly recommend that one, guys. This Hurricane's actually, if there's any plane in the game you should pick up, it's this one, because it comes with 40mm cannons, and that'll like kill planes, which is kind of cool. But still don't pick it up because it's a plane. Moroccan squad, they get the cool dagger, they get a cool gun, they get vitality, bolt speed, 9-man squad, solid pickup. Sten squad, it's a Sten. You unlock this gun at level 1, level 2. But it's a premium squad for 10 bucks. So, you know, kind of cool. It's not the best thing, but, you know, whatever. It's 10 bucks for a premium squad. You get another assault squad you can run. You can do some damage. They got some cool uniforms and stuff. So, there you go. It's the Desert Rats, I think. Right? Yeah. Is it the Desert Rats? I don't remember. Anyway. Pretty cool squad. And then you get an A13. Again, this is the starting tank in this campaign, but it's $5, guys. So, you know, it's not the worst thing ever. And you're going to be using that starting tank for quite a while until you unlock the where do you even get a tank in this campaign? Until you get the Grant at level 18. So, it's not a bad idea to pick it up. You'll probably get quite a lot of value out of it if you do choose to pick it up. All right, on to Stalingrad. We're basically at the end here, guys. The only thing here we have is the Suomi, which is $30. Definitely on the pricier side. But it is a Suomi, and the Suomi is pretty insane. It has basically no recoil and a 71-round magazine. It's the precursor to the PPSH. Crazy high damage, very strong squad. I'd probably say pick it up just because it is actually that good. But yeah, and Axis don't have a lot of SMGs early on until they unlock the PPSH. So yeah, it's probably a good pickup. Allies, PPSH 42. I would recommend this squad on the sheer basis of being able to use a gun and play as female soldiers, like shitting on people and making like those neckbeards like rage out by getting killed by women in a video game, which would be really funny. So, you know, that's cool in its own way. PPSH 41 phosphated squad. This is a PPSH that supposedly looks different. That's stupid. So don't pick that up. It's just a PPSH. And then finally, guys, you have the famous Night Witches, which is a collectible squad. It's not, they literally put collectible squad. This thing is awful. This is arguably one of the worst vehicles in the game. It is just terrible. But hey, it's a collectible squad, and it's $16, so that's kind of cool. Maybe pick it up. I don't know. And finally, we have the Pacific that has nothing on sale. So there you go, guys. That is everything. Those are all the premiums that have been put out there. I know this is a long video, but I wanted to get them all out there because I knew a lot of people were probably going to have questions. So if you enjoyed the video and this helped you out, remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my ratings on everything. I haven't used all these, so if I was wrong on something, let me know, right? Put down in the comments, let people know that, hey, I actually like this, a Quadro didn't, you know. I'm not always right about everything. So, you know, leave a comment down below, guys. Join our community Discord and follow on twitch.tv/HeyQuadro. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.